Alright, welcome back to Amnesia the Dark Descent. We are now at part 2, and the last time we left off, we were at the laboratory figuring out what we needed to do in order to go through the wall of flesh downstairs. So, somebody was screaming up here too. I don't remember who that was. Archives. Boarded up door? Maybe we can find a hammer for that. Oh, tinderbox. Yeah, maybe we can find a hammer for that. Hammer? Goodness. Oh, guys, I just talk for a living now, don't I? The other children cheered him on, his name voiced in a steadily rising pace, urging him to do it. Am I really doing this? The young boy thought, and struck his victim with a rock. Yep, we are in the fuck all times. Oh, great. It's that sandbag monster that Gino described. And shuffling. What's this?
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Interesting. But wouldn't it be a bad idea if you were doing this in the dark, cold night? I feel like that would be a bad idea. Alright, we're good. We're good, I think. Yeah, we're fine now. There was just a little bit of a black bar on the right side. So, I'm not gonna cut out the recording that I did for part 1, because then I wouldn't have a genuine reaction anymore, and it would just be pointless. So, it'll just be edited better, I suppose. But it won't show up on YouTube, basically. Tindy box. Oh, no. Wilhelm's contract. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg, is to recommend my services at the Persian royal court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break this seal. Wilhelm, House of Gerich. Gerich? I don't know how you say that. It was not quite obvious because there was no voice for that. Study. Spooky noises. Oh, ran out of oil. There we go. I got a full oil's worth of lantern.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Yeah, I told you not to do it in the middle of the night, Daniel, but you didn't fucking listen. God damn it. Whatever. It is what it is with that. I mean, it's common sense, guys. If he was trapped in there forever, then we wouldn't be playing this game. Oh, God. What? Okay. You didn't need to break in front of me like that, asshole. Hi, book. That's pleasant to hear. I see you've done your little choir lessons with the piano. Good stuff all around. Is there anything else that I missed? Oh, well, there's this area. This is where I just heard the piano. Okay. You don't need to be a douche like that. Oh, now everything's all wibbly wobbly because I ran out of sanity. Hooray! I love running out of sanity. Local history. Won't open, it's locked. The door leading to the local history room is locked. Is there another entrance? I bet there is. I'm willing to bet. Old tomes, study. Alright, Daniel. Get your shit together and stop making everything all warped. That was actually... I know that noise. I hate the monster that uses that noise. It's not good, my friends. It's not good. Neither is that. But that's a different story. Piano. Cool. Neat. There's actually some light here. I don't need that at the moment, but I do have oil just in case. Alright, spirits, if you want to act like that. Whoa.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wards. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us. Especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Alright. Okay, a little bit better on sanity, but not by much. Oh. Now there's no light. You hate to see it, boys. I am curious if I missed anything else. I'll just double check real quick. Oh, I definitely didn't open these. Or if I did, then I'm an idiot. No, that's where I came through. Nope. Okay. Let's go back. Oh, God. Well, did that finally tumble down on us? Yeah, it did. Hate to see it. Must find a new way out of this area. Well, there is that, little wall here. Fragile but not breakable by hand. Well, what if I find a rock? Might need to be a bigger rock, but we'll see. Nope, never mind, that worked. Alright, before I go in there, though. Also, that... Okay, that helped out my sanity a little bit. Tindy box. Let's just light up this light here. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, that's right. We're revisiting a memory of sorts.
17th of May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light.
Alright, shut up.
I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Very nice. Also, I heard piano playing again. Oh, is my vision coming back? A slight headache? That's better than having insanity. Which is nice. Alright.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one.
Ah, that's right.
You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Okay. I hear you. There is some sort of secret door mechanism in the local history room. Alright. Oh, a note. Hiya! There we go. Local folklore. Aldstadt and Brennenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Aldstadt, deep within the East Persian woods. For centuries, there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. Like what? Oh, jeez. That was a long one. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of 30 Years' War. It is said that the soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move slightly through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, and they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? Oh dear. How many of that? Okay, there's only 2 pages of this. A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, I don't know, visited Altstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for the remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day, he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in the Grenoble some 10 years later. Chernobyl? Anyway, he dismissed the notion of ever visiting Altstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The immortal Baron. Alexander Anderson? The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby Altstadt, and like most those of noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with a title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remained popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle along with the great leaders of this country. Those are all interesting folklores, honestly. If you really look deep into the lore, like, some of this shit is actually pretty crazy. Some of you guys are like, I don't give a fuck about lore, why do we even need to do it? It's just for fun, guys. Alright. 1 book. 2 book. And a 3 book. Perfect. That's locked. It won't open, it's locked. Well, maybe we'll find a key here. Oh, speak of the devil. Let's see, anything here, anything here? Oh, a note. Regarding closing of the wine cellar. Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would, in a sense, solve both of my problems. Okay, but what kind of wine? Wine cellar thing? Oh, shit. Alright, gotta hide, gotta hide, gotta hide. Is that it? Is he gone? I think he's gone. Okay, whatever. Great. Everything is dark here. Would love to see it. Well, actually, I don't remember this door in particular being locked. It won't budge. Great. Nothing here. Perfect. Oh, hi. I saw you, big guy. Fantastic. I'm just gonna go over here. What? Oh! You son of a bitch! Oh my god. Oh, and my sanity's going to pot again. Now everything's all wibbly warbly wobbly. And now I can't seem to run as fast as I used to. Does sanity have effect on running in this particular story? Cool. Alright. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't. Alright, cool. This was the door that would not budge. Well, if I stay for longer, does the monster come back? No, okay. I'm just gonna assume it was meant to scare me more than anything else. Did I miss anything here? Oh, Stefano. Nah. You know what's funny? My first introduction to Amnesia wasn't like a Let's Play or anything like that. It was an Amnesia compilation. I think you guys know what I'm talking about, but if you don't, I'll put a link in the description so you guys can check it out. But that was the first time I was introduced to Amnesia. The stone... No, I didn't get to read that. Oh, well, you guys can read it because you guys can pause it. Ow! Good to see you, I guess. With the goopy shadow and whatnot. Yeah, definitely. We never found a hammer, did we? Damn. Alright, whatever. But what key did we get? Oh yeah, wine cellar key. Well, we can grab the ingredients from there. Let's cut it here, and part 3 will be continued.